Go electric, ride smart, and experience the future of two-wheelers. Visit Quincy Motors Demtrang Shillong and make the switch to Ather today.
While the government is in session, the two advisors to the government are enjoying watching cricket in Dubai. But can we say that they are not using any government facility to travel abroad? And the people needs to know.
U emle ka nongkrem uba Ardent mele basai mai ulakan tha eka jingpau haki social media ba arngot ki device ka Sorkar MDA tu ki Leit Peit kai Kriket sa ho shado Dubai. Habasham benta haga jinga ther halor ka mang tingka arjar pusan hado arjar punrio uba Ardent ulakwa ban pan Jingshai na ka Pisa Jongno kini ki penlot ban Leit shakate kari na marba ki dei ki prayojang ka Sorkar. Laban kado ba arngot ki advisor kanthop uba HM Shangpliang bar uba Hamilton Darling ki Leit Peit kai Kriket sha Dubai kumbala sapriang haki social media. Haga joga por uba Ardent ulakan no ba ki consultant ki ba thong banle ki kam ki bon kam banle kai popchi. Haga joga por ki kam bade banle ki officer ki lakani no ki kam jongki. Uba Ardent ula raro ika jingle Shillong ka Sorkar hakarukam ai scheme khamtam haga baide bat ki MLA scheme haga bala ai tangi ki brio ki badon haga party kebadan Khubor. Uloong ba hado menta ompadio Pisa na ka CMDF wadlaw CM uloong ba ka scheme ka kenthop ya baro. Henry ka Jingshai ka pao ba ka Sorkar ka shujet batle Shillong ki MLA ki bamde hakaliang ka Sorkar. Shushu uloong ba ka jingbuan palat ka ram ba ka Sorkar ka shim ka long ka jingma ya ka jylla. Kumbala maham UCAG na marba ka jylla Meghalaya kamde ka barius pa Henry ki babuan ki scheme la shushania na ka Sorkar pedeng. Ulapan Jingshai ru halor ka bam ai Pisa ka Sorkar shika KHDC dagba ai daw ba ladap ban pendon kam haki election MDC Henry HDC pat kam long satya kumta.
So after having gone through this budget speech, I cannot but to make a remark that according to me, this budget speech looks like a self-promotion and projection document of the Chief Minister. So I had the privilege of being the member in this August House since 2008 till 2018 and again from 2023. So this is the first time that I can notice the various schemes that precedes with the word CM or the Chief Minister, like the CM Farm, CM Elevate, CM Assure, CM Skills Mission, CM Urban Revitalization Scheme, CM SDF, CM Rural Connectivity Program, CM Solar Mission, CM Safe Motherhood Schemes, CM Connect, CM Care, CM Scholarship Scheme, which has just recently launched as a flagship program, CM's Housing Schemes Assistance Program, CM's Solar Mission, and so many schemes that precede with the word CM. So during the 10 years time as an MLA, we have only one scheme that precedes with the word Chief Minister, and that is the CMSRDF, Chief Minister Special Rural Development Fund. And under this scheme, sir, as an MLA, we have had the opportunity to get various type of schemes every year. For 10 continuous years, we never fail to get the schemes under this CMSRDF. So, however, sir, today I would like to inform this, bring to the notice of this August House that though we have so many schemes that precedes with CM, till today we are yet to get schemes under CMSDF, though we have submitted our proposal to the government. Therefore, sir, when I heard the observation of our fellow respected member of this House that the schemes which are announced by the government are inclusive. But in this case, I find that this scheme, the implementation of this scheme is quite selective, and it seems that this government, they are trying to introduce these schemes in such a way to deprive the rights of a duly elected representative. And so I feel sad that as an elected representative of the people of Nongkrem constituency, we are being bypassed in the implementation of various schemes. When it comes to CMSDF, we are yet to receive sanction from the government right from 23, 24, 24, 25. And I'm still awaiting for the CMO office to approve the scheme. And when it comes to CM housing schemes, it seems that all these schemes are being designed, to provide assistance only to people that are either related or connected with the party in power. So I feel this is an insult to the electorates of Nongkrem constituency who have elected us to this house with the expectation that we will be able to implement various schemes under the government of Meghalaya. So therefore, sir, I don't know what to say, whether the decision of the government to have various schemes that precedes with the word Chief Minister is to undermine those constituencies that are not represented by the party in power. But I think they should not forget that we are duly elected by the people of the constituency. So, which is why I feel that the announcement of various schemes that precede with the word Chief Minister is only to ensure that all the schemes revolves around the Chief Minister, and anyone who can avail these schemes will have to be either related or connected with party in power. So, and we may consider that this may be an, an attempt to abuse and misuse power. So, I would also like to bring to the notice of this August House that as far as the allocation of funds to the KHEDC, I was informed that in the district budget, the state government did not allot any fund to the KHEDC on the ground that a fund has already been used or spent for conducting district council election. But that was not the case in JHEDC. This is the information that we have received. So may I get the clarification from the Honorable Chief Minister on this issue. So I would also like to express in a very categorical term that as responsible member of this August House and on behalf of the Voice of the People Party, We are not against the spending of the government. We are not against borrowing because we know that is part of financial management in the state. But our concern, our concern is when there is too much dependency on central funds and loan that may put the state in danger in the years to come. So, if we go according to this budget document, here I would like to share why we need to be worried when we look at the figures. I will touch only a few areas, sir. When we look at the liabilities of the state government, opened market loans, loan from NABARD, and government loan from Government of India. From 2018-19 to 2024-25, there is an increase up to 136.87% loan taken from the open market and 1,619% from the Government of India, 119% from NABARD. The increase is quite alarming, sir. And when we look at the repayment made and the balance as on the 31st March 2024, loans from the open market is 12,209.5 crores. An addition during 2023-24 is 2,786.1 crores. And out of this amount, sir, the government is paying 873 crores on principal, 941.6 on interest. So, sir, here we see that when the loan amount is huge, it leads to the interest payment, which is very high, and thereby reducing funds for development. And the balance as on the 31st March 2025 is 14,122.6 crores. So this is the trend, sir. So therefore, sir, I feel as responsible member of this August House, we need to be worried when we look at the figures of the loan taken by the state government. So I would like to remind myself by an old proverb. As a student of economics, I quote, sir, that you cut the coat according to the size of the cloth, unquote. Which means that we have to live according to our means and we have to take decisions according to our resources. As I've just said, sir, we are not against the government for taking loans. We are not against the government for borrowing, but we are concerned about the magnitude. How will the government repay? When the government will have to pay more interest than the principal amount. So this amount will keep accumulating with each passing year. So therefore, sir, we want to see that the government will adopt stringent measures to curtail unnecessary expenditure. So the government cannot adopt, as of now, measures to ensure that unnecessary expenditure is stopped. The government also failed to prevent the drainage of our resources in the state of Meghalaya. So, I received an information from Garo Hills that there has been a rampant illegal transportation of coal. And when I tried to inquire in which district, I was informed that this is taking place in North Garo Hills. And the information that I received, sir, is that checkpoints installed by the government are allowing illegal passage of trucks, loads numbering 150 to 200 each night. A truck weighing 45 to 46 tons of coal are supplying to Assam without government challenge and royalty. And the person who supplied this information to me also assured that he can even provide a video recording to justify this allegation. So, sir, I think we need to understand that for a state like us, which is a non-revenue generating state, we need to spend judiciously in order to ensure that we will not fall into the debt trap. It is not my warning, sir, because I don't consider myself an expert in financial matters, but it was the warning of the CEG, who recently we had seen in the media reports that if the state government is not taking remedial measures as far as spending is concerned, the state will be heading towards a debt trap. And as we know, the Auditor General, the Controller and Auditor General is a constitutional authority appointed by the Government of India, which is the supreme audit institution of India. So the CAG is responsible for auditing the government's expenses at the state and national levels. So for the state government to brush aside the observation of the CAG, like what it happened as appeared in the media, where our Honorable Chief Minister and his blue-eyed boy official seems to take this observation of the CAG very lightly. So I think this institution has been established with people who are expert in auditing the expenses of the state government and the central government as well. So therefore, my submission today is to the government to ensure that unnecessary expenditure must be curtailed, and as we had discussed, the government choose to spend on consultants, on chairmen, and many political appointees. So, as the government is in session, the people in the state, they had witnessed and had seen public figures. I will not, in fact, raise this issue had these people are private individual. But as public figure holding public office and position, and for the people to see them in Dubai in a cricket stadium raise a lot of questions. And the people needs to know. I am not saying that they are going with the government's money, but can we say that they are not using any government facility to travel abroad? So while the government is in session, the two advisors to the government are enjoying watching cricket in Dubai. So the people in this kind of a situation, they have the right to ask whether they are using with the public money, or even if they don't use public money, whether they use government facility or not. You may laugh since you don't experience the first-hand poverty that the people are facing in the state, sir. So, sir, with a very heavy heart, I raise this issue in this August House. So, when I look at the road connectivity program also, sir, I would like to bring to the notice of this August House that immediately after I was re-elected to this August House on 2023, I've written a letter to the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister in charge PWD, where I had apprised him on the conditions of many roads in many villages in Nongkrem constituency. But sadly, sir, no action has been taken by the department. I have met the officers concerned. I had gone to the Chief Engineering Office, PWD roads, to discuss about the condition of the roads. But till today, no action has been taken. These are not new roads, sir. They are all existing roads that needs for repair and renovation, sir. Sir, I would also like to get a clarification from the government, because according to this budget speech, sir, the Chief Minister in charge of Finance had made mention that his government has made strong efforts to improve tax and non-tax revenue. States-owned tax revenue had witnessed a significant surge, reaching 4,041 crore in the current year, marking almost threefold increase from 1,450 crore in 2017-18, and that his government is projecting state-owned tax revenue to reach 4,226 crore in 2025, comprising GST of 2,094 crores, taxes on sales and trade of rupees 1,180 crore, and excise of rupees 682 crores. And non-tax collection has been unpredictable in the recent past due to various judgments of honorable courts and long-drawn transition to scientific mining. However, the outlook is optimistic, with 3 mining licenses being awarded and 20 more at different stages. So he's projecting a non-tax revenue of 797 crore. So if you combine together, if you add these state's revenue through tax and non-tax revenue, sir, you will get less than 6,000 crores. But if you add all the proposed allocation of funds through various programs and policies, which has been mentioned in this uh, budget speech, sir, for example, in page 8 and point 5.8, sir, just allow me to read out this one example. For the next financial year, over allocation for agriculture and farmer welfare department stands at 618 crore, including 450 crore from state resources. So in many schemes, sir, I will find that some amount from the state resources is indicated that the government is going to allocate this certain amount of fund from the state resources. And after having calculated all this allocation from the state resources, it comes to the tune of 9,929. Whereas the projection here mentioned by the government, by the Honorable Minister, is, as I've said, not more than 6,000. So, sir, may I get the clarification how the government arrived at this figure in almost every schemes that the government is allocating through the state's resources? So, sir,
Time is running out, Bandit.
yeah. So, as I've said, that the decision of the government to appoint chairman, consultants, is an avoidable exercise where the government can avoid, as we had discussed during the question also, that the government choose to pay to these consultants lakhs and lakhs of rupees. And I fail to understand why the government cannot answer to the question when we raise about the amount that the government is spent on the consultants. We have asked question on the RTI, the government is not giving us an exact amount how much they have spent on the consultants. But when we discuss with those who are working under these consultants, we were told that consultants are receiving huge salary, and whereas our boys who are working under them are getting a very small amount of payment. And we were also told that most of the time, these consultants appointed by the government, they are sitting in one room and giving instruction only to those local boys to work and struggle for any project. And the funny thing is that we were even told that in most of the times you will find that these consultants appointed by the government, they spend most of the time in playing PUBG, sir. So I think this is not the right way, sir, to engage people who depend very much on the local and enjoy all the credit. In fact, I had asked this question during the question of whether government is also contemplating or have appointed consultants in different government departments. If that is the case, if consultants are to be appointed in every government department, then what is the use of having engineers, of having IAS officers, MCS officers, when they cannot exercise their duty? And I was told that in some of the departments where consultants are appointed, officers are rendered jobless. And these officers and these consultants, I mean to say, sir, they don't even pay respect to those officers in those departments because they feel that they have a direct connect with this chief minister office. So this undermine, and this has really affected the officers in those regular departments. So, sir, since I know that I will not be having much time to raise this issue, but I would like to reiterate our stance that we believe that an old proverb is still applying till today, sir, where we need to cut the coat according to the size of the cloth, which means that the government should not feel happy because they can spend more with a huge dependency on loan taken from the open market and the support that we are getting from the government of India. It is time for the government to concentrate generating revenue, blocking the leakages, ensure that no more transportation of coal illegally will take place. As we are discussed, we know that many trucks are plying throughout the states, transporting illegally the coal from our state. The time will come that resources will be depleted and the state will be left in a very disastrous situation, sir. So with these few words, sir, I resume my seat.